a difference. We're not going to be working on the cutter sleigh, but we're going to be working on Santa's summer sleigh. The 2005 Road King, and I'm changing out the lights, putting a different hood on them, and if I get to it, I have a surprise in the exhaust that I'm changing out too. But we'll deal with that when the time comes. All right, I'm gonna reposition the camera. See you in a minute. So the product I'm gonna be changing are the lights, these lights themselves, the surround here, because I got one with the hood on it. And the only reason, the excuse I have is these don't match. Who really cares? I do. I meant new motorcycle parts. So let me dig out what I can dig out and we'll see what happens. So these are the surround for the headlight and the fog lights. And they kind of give it that indented look. Or what's it called? That French look with a peak on the tip. Not sure what these are for. I guess we'll look for directions. I don't think there are any. Oh, maybe. Oh yeah, there are. So the only tools that we need to do this are a Phillips screwdriver and probably a flat screwdriver. Let's commence to start taking this stuff apart. So this Phillips screwdriver here, Phillips screw, we'll take this off. Probably should throw a blanket over the fender so it'll screw it up, but we'll see. And this here, I think, just pops off. Ta-da! So there is a rubber seal in here. That must be where is there a rubber seal in here? No. So that must be where that goes in. Let's just look at it. Yeah, I'm seeing this just takes a Phillips screwdriver to open this up a little bit. Because it just clamps on over the ring. So I'll set that one there. Trick here is we need to take the headlight out. This headlight here has the full surround, which needs to replace because how big this is back here. So that's why I think it needs to be done. So take this out. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. We'll take that out. And I might as well pause it while I'm doing that. All right, so I got all the bolts out. Just got to pull this plug off. This plug this has been off before. Let's see if I can figure out how to get out. There we go. Standard 3-prong light. So let's see what it takes to make this new bulb work. So this new bulb, standard 3-prong light. Looks like direct. Wow, a direct bolt-on replacement. So now let's see how this goes on. So I'm guessing top to bottom, something like this. Something like that. Let's see if there's directions in here. Well, no directions, but pigtails if things don't work. Luckily, the one that was on it is what works, so good for me. No instructions there though, but that's right, it's pretty self-explanatory. So probably easier to have multiple people helping to line things up a little easier. I gotta look at this. So I think adjuster on top, adjuster on sides. That's where we want it. Okay. Now let's see here. Once I get one of them started, because I don't have to worry about it falling and shattering on the ground. Or do I? I have one started. Get a couple more started. I'll pause it until you get them all in there. All right. It's been a minute since I had you on here. Replace this ring with this ring. Looks pretty good. Now, in order to put the marker lights on, I had to go get some wiring supplies and such so that I could make it look semi-professional. So, the plugs that I got, the standard plug, so I'm going to see if I can take this apart and build me another one with what I have in there. So hang on, and we'll see what I can do here. Hold on. So let's see if I can take this apart. I'm kind of new at these. I know that you slide that in there and it releases. Son of a gun. It does. So I have to find those ends, which I've got right there, and maybe I'll just make this work the way I want it to work. I also have these are a little different. Let's have my regular fittings here, but I think yeah, they're a little bit different. So we'll just use these here. Put this in here. Unlock. 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 There we go. So I unlocked it. So I need to see if I have these. I'm going to add this. These fittings are not these. And not these. Completely different kind. So we'll go to stage 2 and just have 2 plugs. I'll put you on hold while I figure this out. All right, so I ended up using these. Gotta go out to the shop, figure out where my little propane torch is. But by putting these on here, let's see here, positive. So now it all will fit in here, maybe. That was a problem before. Oops. Guess we gotta have the tab in the right direction though. That'll fit. Maybe. It's not a. Where did that go? There. There it is. That's where it goes, I think. Go inside there. I don't know. Like that. Yeah, let me get this. All right, this is going to turn into a part 2. I'm going to have to use solder connections because the other fitting is it's just too big and takes up too much space in there. So I'm going to go in the house and have dinner and get ready for my trip to ICS tomorrow. ISC tomorrow in Memphis, Tennessee. Peace. All right, been a minute. Got my equipment together, gonna finish this up. Last week, I was in Memphis, so we put a little time in between getting this done. But when I got my torch, gonna start using these connectors and getting this thing hooked up. So these are these solder connections that I'll show you here. Maybe it's too hot, but there are these little connectors that have the solder in the middle and shrink tube on both sides. Looks like it did okay. Let's do another one and see what happens. way it works, I think. Twist this up good. Slide them together, like so. And you put this side on, and you slide it back, so both halves are in the solder connection. And then heat it up. And it's supposed to be a good watertight connection. I guess we'll see. And then the bulb goes here. Plug that in. You gotta make sure they're red and red, or right, because these connections are not. A little plus and a minus. Red for hot, so make sure it plugs in right. There you get the watertight connection. Run that all in there like so. Like so. I'm going to gas. What am I going to gas? I'm going to guess that goes on. Sideways, what I never thought. But then that lets the groove line up down there. And it all goes together like something like that. So I'll put the balance on. Well, it's in there. Gonna take the bolt out and run it through the other direction. Make it easier to tighten up. We'll see if that's what it's right. Alright, back in a minute. Well, I got that one off. Apparently this runs up and down. So, one more to do. And I'll be done with the front end here. Like the look. Anyway, back in a minute. So I got the lights on. I like all that. And come around here. I did some taillight stuff too. Like those taillights. Pretty cool. And other than being dirty, that's my scooter. All right, see you next time. Bye. Don't know if I got that or not. Got the crash guards I'm gonna take off and put with these little replacements that just go down here. And try to run this thing without saddlebags just to see how it works. I know the argument is why buy a bike with saddlebags if you're gonna take them off. My argument is you carry empty suitcases with you everywhere you go. Anyway, that's where we'll end it for right this moment. So we're taking the crash bars off because I think if I'm gonna run the exhaust or the saddlebags, these look pretty shitty. I don't think these have ever been off because they use some hellacious good Loctite on it. But got these two bolts to take out. It's pretty cool. I don't know how it lost me, but it did. So, let's turn it off for right now. Coming down. This is one of the reasons I want to run without saddlebag. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You can't see down there, but that's gonna be nice. I like it. All right. Done for the night. I guess I better take this stuff in. Bye.